Now open wide.
Okay.
Why are so many people crossing the Mexican border in search of dental work? Well, it's not because of the phony made-up stories that I'm creating. It's because of the money. Hey everybody, this is Andy from the Timeless Travel Club. And aside from the desire to get out of this forest fire smoke-filled blanket that covers us in Central California, my sister and I decided to escape and head on over to San Diego to visit some cousins, which we should have been doing a long time ago.
What's going on, Andy? Everything good?
Everything's good.
That's a quick trip.
You're not expecting a tip or anything, right?
Just dinner. That's dinner, okay?
But now there's a reason. My sister is looking for dental work. And while she's sitting in the chair getting prodded and probed, and I'm gonna spend that time in Valle de Guadalupe by Ensenada with my cousin Sylvia, searching the wine country of Mexico. Now my cousins always know the best restaurants to go in San Diego, as well as the best tourist areas, which they're the best tourist hostesses, since they're all female, and they're so happy to share their town with us. But they also have a great knowledge of the local dentistry across the border, which they were born in Tijuana. They know the lay of the land in Tijuana, they know the best restaurants, and they know the dentistry. They're also knowledgeable of the how-tos, the little snags that you might get caught up in crossing the border, not to Mexico, it's coming from Mexico through US Customs. So at the end of this video, I'm going to share with you a golden nugget for you all. If you qualify to get you in front of the line, instead of spending the hour, which that's on a good day at least, you go straight up the blue line and straight through. No fuss. Stick around for that.
Because she was going to get married.
They love, Mexican people love what they call ropa de marca.
Discounts.
No, ropa de marca. Marca is trademark.
The what? The
Trademark.
brand.
Logo.
Oh,
They see
okay.
the logo, the little Nautica thing. They call Tommy Hilfiger Tommy.
Tommy Hill.
Tommy.
Try Tommy. Try Tommy.
Ajá.
They love all that.
Ajá. Les gusta Tommy.
Yeah. Tommy,
Navy.
Polo, Old Navy. They call
Old
it
Navy. Old Navy. Ajá. Old Navy.
Say cheese.
Cheese.
Like crazy primos. Okay, so what is the name of this building?
Well, everybody says Las Torres.
Las
Las
Torres,
Torres,
because there's two towers.
Right.
Okay, it's the medical.
Everybody doing Las Torres anymore.
Ajá, Las Torres,
Okay.
everybody knows it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And the second tower is a medical one, and the first tower is still the hotel and
Oh.
park, restaurant.
Okay,
like that.
good to know.
Uh-huh.
So we're here for my sister to get some dental work south of the border. Obviously for price, that's the most important thing. And she came yesterday and had an extraction, and they implanted a bone graft. Now my sister was ultimately in search of an implant. She did her research, as she always does here in the United States, and she was quoted up to $4,000 for one implant. I don't know if prices vary per state, but in California, where we live, that was going to be the cost. So she called our cousins, she made some phone calls over there, and she found a dentist. I'm going to share that information with you. I'm going to show you the dentist office. You're going to get to talk to the dentist, and his cost was going to be, I think she was quoted $1,600 or $1,700, a 2-day process. So while I was in the wine country, my sister had an extraction, a bone graft implant, and the post that's going to support the implant. 2 days. In those 2 days, the cost was $433. I have the receipt. I'm going to share that with you. But she has to come back in 2 months for the final implant. And so far, she is absolutely happy. I know of other people that have been curious about
Mexican dentistry. So I hope this video is going to allow you to make that decision to cross the border. I think that's the way of the future, at least for us Californians to go, because it is just, the prices are ridiculously high.
He didn't comb his hair.
It's okay, I have Photoshop.
Ah, good. I didn't cut my hair.
Okay, yeah, people like to see this. But you probably don't need more business.
Oh man, it's
So-
always good. Oh, you should take a picture of the TV. That's a ooh, you have a TV.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, while they're pulling your tooth out, you can
Fancy.
watch TV.
you can watch TV. Actually, what I was doing today, it's interesting. So I was going to a course to get here in Mexico. It's not that easy to do sedation, but here I was doing something to do the funny guess.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
So hopefully next time you come in, we'll be
yeah.
able
Oh, we
to
can
do
get
that.
funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's gonna be something
It's something new.
that is gonna add to the because
Experience.
there's a lot of patients that do ask,
Yeah.
like, hey,
Yeah.
is there something we can do? Because I'm super nervous. Like, you see,
He had a problem getting my anxiety.
No, and sometimes I'm that way too. I think it's when you get older that
But
happens.
No. I've had kids, 18-year-olds, that just shaking and about to cry. And, well, you
Yeah,
can't
you feel
really.
bad,
You can't really
Calm
force
them
them
down.
to
Yeah,
do that.
that's
So
true.
we have to do a lot of
Well,
stuff.
you wouldn't have forced me the other day if you had it.
No, I mean you have to shake your lip and do many.
I know.
Yeah. Thank you for the intrusion.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Anytime.
All right.
So.
Gracias.
And there's a list there of all the doctors. It's just dentist and nose and throat. And over here, the number one, it's cosmetic and spas, all body things.
Wow.
And then there's a food court over there.
Nice. And it's all in English, I can see. Most of it. If you were to grade your dental experience on a to F scale, what would you give it?
A, of course. Yes. The
No.
doctor was really nice. I love the dentist. Speaks perfect English. His receptionist, she was really sweet.
And pretty.
And cute. And she answered all my questions and welcomed my questions. So yeah, A for both her and the doctor.
Oh, very good, very good.
Now that I've shared that much for you, please consider subscribing. I know when this pandemic hit, my channel also took a nosedive as far as anything monetary. My subscribers continued to rise, but there was no pay for it. So please consider subscribing and consider becoming a Patreon member. So how do you get to this dentist from San Diego or San Isidro? One easy way, one thing that we did, we stayed in an Airbnb, and it's called, hold on a second, let's see here. This Airbnb, by the way, it has a super host running it. It's called Cozy House by the Border. Cozy House by the Border, and it is in San Isidro, and it's only 3 blocks from the trolley station. So you go to that trolley station, that takes you right to the border. It's a very short trip, and you can cross from there. If you are with somebody, like I was lucky to have cousins there who drives me across, that's okay, but coming back is a problem because of COVID. If you are a U.S. citizen, you can't cross the border in a car unless you have what's called a Sentry card, and you can go to the Department of Homeland Security to apply for it. It's going to cost you $25 to apply, which I did. But my interview, they do a background check on you. My interview is not till October 6th of next year, and it will cost you another $100 to get that card. So if you plan to be frequently going back and forth, that's probably the way to do it. You just flash your card while you're in a car and you can pass on through. If you're in your car, you have to register your car when you apply. Otherwise, whatever car you're in has to also be registered. But if you're a U.S. citizen, you have to hop out of that car and jump in line like everybody else. to pass through on foot through U.S. Customs. There are going to be some hawks out there at the very back of the line, and they're going to be asking for $5 per person to jump in a taxi or one of their designated buses. So it's still going to be slow because there's car traffic, just like foot traffic, but at least you're going to be sitting down, you'll be out of the elements. Some of those people will ask for $20 a person, so be wary. I mean, it does exist, and I hear that it's legitimately a way to go. But here is your nugget for the day. If you're a senior citizen like I am barely a senior citizen, you just follow the blue line. It's the handicap line. Pass everybody, walk right through everybody, go to the front of the line, and wait there for you to pass through. They pass people in bunches, 20, 30, I don't know, at a time. They didn't even ask me for an ID. I guess I look old enough. So you walk right through, and that's the way to do it. Not too many people know about that. We were tempted to talk to these hawks, and one lady who passed us by says, no. You come with me, senior citizens, go to the front of the line. So yeah, baby, that's what we did, and you should too if you find yourself in that situation. So if you have ever had dental work yourself in Mexico, drop me a line, please. Let me know how that went. I would be curious to know. Otherwise, next video, on to Ensenada, on to Valle de Guadalupe and the wine country. My cousin and her boyfriend took me on a great tour, so it's going to be great to share that with you. All right, until then, keep on chomping. Ciao.